Okay, good afternoon. Um, it is day 77 of doing this every single day, coding. That's what we're doing. Um, yesterday's video was terrible. For some reason the settings on my mic is usually set to 100% and it went down to 20%, and then I forgot to record. My audio properties changed yesterday. No idea why any of this happened. So my whole video was recorded in mute, and um, and when I re-recorded, it was so low that yeah, it's terrible. Anyways, um, about an hour ago, I got an email for an interview, not with the tech company, unfortunately, but it is for a intern position, but not for the summer, which is actually quite nice. They might have it that you can go to full time during the summer, which would be nice in case, the worst happens and I don't get an internship. But it's for a software engineering and data science intern at my school. We'll go over the job description in a second, because we need to prepare for this. A lot of the things that they're talking about is data science, obviously, and machine learning stuff. We haven't touched that in a while, so I think what I want to do today is go over some technical questions, not in terms of like coding, because it's a 30-minute interview, and I don't think you're going to be doing a 30-minute technical. Maybe you are. It could be a really simple question, especially because we're students. Um, so we'll see about that. But I feel confident. I say I feel confident, but I know like before the interview, I'm going to be very, very nervous. As I don't know if that will ever change. I think the only time that might not be a thing is if I was like at a job and was looking for other jobs. Because it's like you don't have the pressure of like I'm under so much pressure right now because I don't have a lot of opportunities. And so when these opportunities present themselves, it's like, I have one chance, and there's also I'm going against other people that have the same mindset. So it's like, you know, to get one of these is amazing because most people, yeah, that's why people work at shittier jobs, because they couldn't get the better ones. Um, so, so yeah, we'll look at that. Um, what else? I set up the verification of email on the website. I'll show you that. So the site is fully working up. You can go create an account. You have to verify your email. I still have to put some security measures on that. Like I think there maybe is a way you could get around it, because I haven't done any pen testing. So we'll have to look at that. But yeah, there's stuff I want to work on. So I want to go over this job description, and just kind of map out how I want to prepare over the next. It's on next, well, this coming Tuesday. So I'll have. I mean, technically today, but I think today I'm going to mainly just be working on what I plan to work on today. And then so 3.5 days to prepare. Um, Mostly I just want to brush up on. I may do a machine learning project just because I haven't done machine learning stuff directly since the internship. So do that, and then just brush up on. They say they want you to know an object-oriented language, and motherfuckers love asking questions about object-oriented stuff. Like, without a doubt, if they're doing an interview that isn't just me talking about my qualifications, them talking about the job, and me asking questions or whatever, and they're, I assume there's going to be some portion of technical analysis on their part of being like, does this guy actually know what he's doing? So that will be mostly what I'm preparing for. The LeetCodes that I've been doing every day have prepared me for, the actual applicable technical side of things. But, um, I feel pretty confident in Big O, time complexity, and space complexity. I'll probably do a little brush up on that and make sure that I know like common data structure, time complexities of like hash map, a find is O of 1, a for loop is O of n or something like that. Double for loop is n squared, stuff like that. Yeah, and then there's a lot of other object-oriented stuff, API stuff, data stuff. I'm assuming they might ask questions along the lines of like, I don't know. We'll go to the job description and figure all this out. But yeah, verify emails done on the site, so I'll show you that. And then what I wanted to work on outside of going over the job thing, going over like a LeetCode or two, is working on the site and kind of just finishing its like beta version, right? Get it to a point where I can actually use it on my own and start testing it out and seeing what I want here and there, because there's still some core features missing. Like I said, renaming a folder, deleting a folder, trying to make text areas non-selectable, or changing it off of a text area, which will probably be what I want to do, is change it off a text area. But yeah, and then that's about it, and that'll be the video. So let's get into looking at this job description. Okay, so here she is. Also, look at this, bro. There's now a AI thing. Like, what? Is this just a ChatGPT wrapper? Rewrite, make shorter, make longer, change the tone, change the format. Like, I don't know how I feel about it, because it's like Notepad has like notoriously just been like where you go to just like simply just put some text on there for like a buffer or password, just things simple. No one uses it as their primary like text processor. I don't think so. You use like something like Google Docs or something like that, and they're trying to make this like they're trying to make this more than what it should be, which I don't know. Like, if they're gonna do this, how much further are they gonna go? Like, why is there a profile here? It's just weird. Anyways, title intern, description undergraduate data science, software engineering intern for the Center of Data Science at the college. So responsibility, write software in Python, Java, and JavaScript. So I write a lot in JavaScript and Python. Java, haven't touched in years. So that's something we're gonna have to brush up on. Work with customers and leadership to understand project requirements. Yep. So I should probably take note of like, I guess I can do it like up here of like, just notes on like, need to work on Java and object oriented skills. That one word. Okay. Clearly written documentation that describes software features and expected behavior. Create instructions for installing, configuring, and using software programs. Coordinate with data scientists to explain data science, machine learning concepts. Okay, so this reminds me, brush up on ML language and processes. Rely on data storytelling and visualization to compute team findings. Look at visualization software. test programs. Every time I've tested programs, it's always just been console logs or print logs. I should probably get better testing, you know, better testing processes. Assist with creating website content. Yeah. Participate in others in an agile. Refresh on agile and scrum. I know they're like work things that people always criticize. Okay. Minimum experiences. Python, JavaScript, Java, or other object oriented. Like I said, I just need to work on Java. Experience with Git. Yep. Experience working with markup language, HTML. Yep. We have Markdown, HTML. Restructured, never seen that. Google Docs, SharePoint, Notion, use all of those. Experience working with a team. Research last time, research the summer before, web programming class, a million different things there. Undergraduate at UMass, that's me. Desired qualification, familiar with modern machine learning packages. So again, this kind of goes with the language and processes, but go over ML packages in libraries. It's just the same things. Is this really wrong? Oh, yes. Go over ML. Yeah. Experience work with LLMs. That's my whole research. Experience with usability testing. Yeah, I've done accessibility stuff. Experience working with JSON. Yeah, I worked with these first three in my internship. YAML, I've never worked with. Experience with CSS. Yup. GitHub pages. Yup. Understanding basic statistical measures, which I'm guessing is like n choose k stuff or basic probability stuff, which, yeah, sure, I guess I can get a little refresher on that. Alright, and so that's basically it. 10 to 20 hours per week this semester. It's good experience. If I can get it, the interview itself is already pretty good to, you know, I'm really hoping I get that interview with the company I did the coding assessment for. And if so, if I do get the interview, it would be nice. It's going to be nice having this interview under my belt, get the job or not, because I haven't done a technical interview in quite some time. So yeah, we'll just go over these things throughout the next three and a half days of going over object-oriented stuff, going over just common technical questions, and then reviewing machine learning stuff. So, now I want to show you the site. So if I were to, one second, let me delete my account, because I'm actually going to show you my emails. So I deleted the account which was with my school. So if I do my school email along with a password, right, and I hit sign up with email, it then takes me to this page, verify your account. So it automatically fills in my email. One second. So now I got this email, which gives me my code to sign in. So I take this, I go here, hit verify. So that verified my account. This is the browser that's autofilling here. You would just have empty text boxes if, you know, whatever. enter in your information, and you're in. You can add a test task for Monday called testing this task feature out. And there we go. And this is the view. Then I can make a folder, go into the folder, add a note. Just keep it at that, new note. Delete this, go into the folder. Everything's running beautifully. Yeah, and so, I mean, if you're interested, how I set it up, well, you can go look at the code. Forgot all about that. You know, I just have the code here. Okay. And this is all, you know, behind packages and random number generators and shit, so it's not like I'm leaking anything. So I would be leaking something if, so I'm using Transporter, which is node mailer, which is basically just it's a package that I'm pretty sure interacts with the Google API for Gmail. And so Gmail has, you can make passwords for sites, right? So technically, even if somehow someone got my authentication password through the website, I don't think they could actually get into my email. No, maybe they could. Anyways, it generates this email code. And so I pass through this code and my email address. And so what NodeMailer does is it acts as my email account. Like, you actually have to have your Gmail account or whatever service you're using. Obviously, I'm using Gmail. And so it makes a transporter. And so all this we had before. I mean, user sign up was everything before here, and then we would just make a new user. So now we get a salt and a hash password, and we get this 4-digit pin, you could think of it, for verification, which is just, it's math.random times 9,000, which not math.random is a value between 0 and 1. So the max value could be is 0.99, which would give us like 8,000 something, right? Yeah, it give us like 8,000 something. And so then we add 1,000 to this. So basically, let's say we got something that was very low, like 0.01, the lowest it could go. And this 9,000 is going to be 3 digits or 2 digits. I forget what it is. So by adding 1,000, we make sure that we're always at 4 digits. And because this will be at 8,000 at its maximum, then adding 1,000 makes sure that it is, adding 1,000 make sure that the lower bounds is good, but it'll never go above the upper bounds of going into 5 digits. So then we store this. It's hashed by bcrypt. And then we set an expires at date, and then we say this new verification code. We give the email, the password, the OTP when it was created, when it expires. Then we save that, and we do await send OTP verification email, and it sends through this if everything went well. So the send this has mail options, which has what we're sending from, where we're sending to, which we send with the current user who's trying to sign up, and the OTP that we want to send as in the actual email. So we send that out. That's what you saw I got in my email, and then we wait for the transporter to send out that email, or there's an error that you could not send the email. Then we have the verify. So we have an input on the front end where they would click a button and it would call to this. This is its own route. If we go to user route, we have verify OTP. And so when we call to verify OTP, it goes through and it takes in your email, which was pre-filled, if you remember, in the OTP that you put in, and const records will find that email. So they find the email within the database, and then we say, okay, if the record.expires at is less than, you know, the date right now, then we're gonna say, okay, it expired, right? It was a while ago. I still need to set up deleting these once the time runs out. But anyways, right now it literally just saves forever. It just has this check. Anyways, then we compare what we've provided to what we have stored. If it's not valid, we do this. Otherwise, we just go through and we say it is valid. So now we can create the new user. Oh my God, you are loud. So now we can create the new user with an email, password, and a verified true. I ended up changing, if we go to the user model, I ended up changing this to, it was just email, password. It also had a Google ID and something else that I had earlier. They weren't required. This should definitely be, I assume this definitely needs to be required. Like, definitely needs to be required. Okay. But basically that's it. So you need to be a user, you need to be verified, you need to have an email, and you need to have a password. And then once all of that is done, you can log in. And login didn't change other than just extra validations for checking for verification. Like if you look at our login, it's just, this has to be filled, either email doesn't exist, this, or return the user. Oh, sorry, this is, oh wow, this should also be looking at verification. One second. I can literally just do a check on the user, because user is just, when I do find one with this email, I'm actually getting back quite a bit of information. So user.verified is, if they don't have it, you can't log in. So at least I think. I'll probably push it to production, and if it doesn't work, oh well. Anyways, so want to work on this, but it's not priority numero uno right now. Actually, maybe I should just work on this now, and then we'll, you know what, let's now let's work on this now, and then I'll close out with LeetCode. Actually, I'm gonna go to the dining hall, and then I'll come back and we'll close out with LeetCode after I work on this for a bit. So first thing I really want to work on is, well, first, I already saw this beforehand, and I think I can just update this without really needing to. Margin top, I want this to be 75 or 70. I have to change everything to local development right now. Sorry, I want on render. I need to change all of this to this. But actually, I don't need the API. Alright, there we go. So now I can cd into server, do a little npm start, and a little npm start here. Alright, so on the actual front page, we still need to add stuff here. Yeah, we'll do it later. Let's go to login. So can I just log in? That's what I thought was going to happen. So I need to add directly to my field, I think, a verified tag. 1 second. If I did this right, we should be good. Nice. It's pretty cool. I love MongoDB, honestly, as a database. It's beautiful. You can literally just directly... All I did was just add a new field of verified and set it to a Boolean and true. And just in. It's actually kind of nice I did this because I think some bot accounts created accounts in my app. And so if they're actually real, they can go to like the contact and email me and I can like set that for them. Otherwise, I just don't have to deal with like these like bots, which is really nice. So, anywho, so what I really wanted to do is when I look at this, right, this is fine. When I hit edit, this is fine. But when I hit add task, this button is blue. I don't want it to be blue. So we're gonna look and we're gonna be like, why are you blue? Dot close button is purple. So what I want to do, I want to go here. By the way, the reason I'm using VS Code again is when I'm doing web development, it's really nice. I won't lie. It is so nice because of a few things. But the one thing I really like about VS Code is, what was it, task.css? On 438. Is this. This hex, like, I can select. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, I want this. And I want the hover, which is on 8.1, to be this, but a little bit darker. Or lighter. I guess lighter would be better. And then, honestly, I should probably do this for the close button. And for the update button. I already have it, but I should actually just put it below it. Beautiful. So that's one big thing I wanted to fix. Next thing is this settings gear. Right now, it is in app.js, I believe. Actually, I don't think so. We can actually look. No, it is in tasks. Oh, it's the top thing rendered in tasks. Settings, gear, HTML emoji. Are there any other gears? No. That one just looks so cartoony. So what, can I put this in? Can I just put this in, where would it be? It'd be in public, right? Wrong way. This should be pretty high up. What even is it? Dot settings gear. Dot fa. Okay, I don't mind it. I mean, the size I kind of mind. Better than what it was, won't lie. Now, it was like styling this, like color. What is like a color of like... Yeah, it's good enough. So this needs a lot of work. And so this is rendered here. So right here we just have a button to blog out. Now, I want a lot of other things here. I want a div class name. Oh, let's call it user settings. This is going to consist of a way to change. Well, here, let's just go to use login, not use login, login.js. I want these. Ooh. And so set email and set password. Required makes no sense here. But here, so what we're gonna have to do is we can take these states again, just plop them way up here with all the other million states. And so what I want to do is where was I? That's down here. this needs to be, I want these to have buttons to the side. So this is user settings, and then this is the email change. And then we'll also have so we have this and this, and then I want what we had on login. Now, so this has a handle submit, which I'll yank. Handle update task, handle create, handle file click. Kind of just want this up here. I'll do it under the use effect. I like use effect there, but and so what I wanted to do is just have a button on both of these. It's literally the same thing. Just have a button next to both of these. That just says update or update. Now, I wonder if I should have two separate ones. Yeah, no, I assume actually. You know what? No. I don't need all of this. We can just keep it at this. It'll just be one update for both of them. If you don't change it, whatever, just, you know. Doesn't matter. So that is loading. How is that working in login? Use login. I guess I just don't care about that then. Now this was for a form though. Like if we go to login, I guess I should just take this whole thing, eh? But this will be the update form. Don't care about you. You and you I like. You I like, but not this. I won't have an error for now. We do have to handle errors, so. Oh, I need to do this. more like invalid. Logout button needs some work as well. Let's go to tasks. I want this to be formatted almost exactly like the close button. Yeah, basically just that. Why is it... What? Why is this tabbed so weirdly? Oh my god, I think it's because in Neovim I have like a 4-space tab and the other one I don't. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Yeah, this is mad at handle submit because it needs to be referencing login from... Use login from here. No, I do need to go out of pages. Wait, that's a use login. What am I messing up here? Oh, login from... Oh, I guess I could have kept that then. Because it wants bam bam. Oh, okay. So actually, yeah, I do want to just rip this whole thing. Because it was just giving our error here. So, give me this again. Ah, beautiful. Am I right? Now, I need to change this handle submit because I think it's redirecting us. And we don't want that. So, if successful, do nothing. So our handle submit was literally just saying, so we don't want this, actually. I don't know what I was thinking. So this is an on submit handle submit, but what I want this to do is I want this to just update the email and password. So yeah, we're gonna need a new form, a new thing for this. So I'll keep handle submit actually, but this isn't going to... So set email, set password is fine, except I don't want to use this anymore, actually. Which does mean that we don't need is loading, but I'm gonna keep the error there, because what I'm gonna end up doing is making a new file for use update. So update is going to do a fetch to a new route, which is going to be user update. So we need to go to our routes. Hold with me for a little bit here. And we need to go to our controllers. Which will take all of this. So update user, we have our email and password. Await user.update. Which we have to implement. With this and this, we don't need to create a token. I think that's all I need to do. Down here, I need to export this. And now we need to go to models. Update. Update is going to say don't care about this, or I guess if it's nothing, yeah, but instead it's going to be I can say this. Or actually, I should say I mean, for now, this is good enough. Just checking to make sure that there's something in there. We're gonna have to do a to-do of but that should all be good. Set loading, don't care about any of this. Goes to update and it makes a patch request. Sorry, use update. Oh. Import this and then const update is equal to use update. Um. Oh. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. It's update and error. There we go. I just didn't save the file. Okay. Okay. Now we got quite a bit of styling to do here. I don't want to test this feature out yet without on this account because I do have like a notes folder on here that I want to preserve. So let's go to CSS styling. I want task CSS. Oh yeah, how was logout button looking? Not bad. The only thing I wanted to see if I could do was do margin top auto. Beautiful. So what I want dot. The only thing I miss my ultra ride for is styling on a website, having like this and that open. I think it's password fully. So what I want to steal is login CSS. What do I want here? I want like Yeah, I guess give me this whole thing. Except the only thing I want is to take away max width. So dot email should be this. Actually, I guess this would be better. Aw, look at how nice it is. Except I want this to be the same color. Actually, I want to update everything to this color and have okay, not. I want the update form. I guess I can't. Oh no, it does work. What did I have? Well, I guess first off, just yeah, I like how that looks. So let's just rip that, which is from tasks right here. So basically, I just want to go around here. Oh yeah, I also wanted to change these borders to being like a lot darker. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Only other thing would be making this was for register and login. I want that. The only other thing would be well, actually adding this. Whoa. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. The only other thing that I want to add to settings right now is a delete button and then a confirmation. Also, I hate this button being so round. And so I want a because there is already a handle. I'm like, why is there a handle delete already? How would I do this? Yeah, it's gonna take a lot. So for right now, I'll just say good, isn't it? So I think why does it feel like there's whatever. So the things that still need to really be done is this system needs to have a tab implemented so we can autocomplete. That shouldn't be too hard. Do I already have? I mean, so like right now I have it like this, and I can delete, which is nice. I thought I already had it implemented though. Let me just like check what's going on. Handle save note. I have this on a debounce, so I don't actually need this. Filter buttons, search bar. This is the thing, is that I have like the active path. Yeah, I need some stuff going on here. But I mean, for now, it like shows you what's going on. I mean, what if you even like, nah, you can't even like, you can't even interact with this. It just shows you. I mean, you can, because if I hit backspace, it deletes it. Which is weird. Handle path backspace. Oh. E key escape. Okay, so I do have something here, but I don't have anything for like if equals tab. Because like if equals tab, I would want it to go through the list of. So like, show me where this is. Oh, just right here. So the new path is current replace a regex expression. If path equals this or path equals this, set current path to this. This was, I remember why, because this was. It's because it was deleting the past. It's because if it's this and I hit backspace, this makes it so that I'm not actually deleting that. It just like keeps hitting this and it makes sure that it's set to that. Otherwise, it just makes it the new path. But I want something if you hit tab, right? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through this later. Um, See, the thing that I want to add. If we look at back up here, right? We say if current path. Right, so if I say if current path is equal to or is not equal to. So I should say if it's not equal to either of these. Or no. Filter buttons. If view type is not equal to note, so we have this, right? If view type where's my delete button? One second. Hey, gangy, I'm back. And my package has arrived. I need to see how thick this phone is about to be. It's about to be a brick. Okay, first off, wait, I should probably make this bigger. Okay, first off. So what came in was, actually I can show you the other stuff first. 3 micro SD cards for like $10, because I keep burning them. It's weird. Sometimes I'll like burn them, and the fact that they like don't work when trying to use the Pi imager for different operating systems. But like the one that I burnt, I put in my car for my like dash cam thing, and it works fine. It formatted that correctly. An adapter for SIM card slots, and then the grand reveal. So these are the antennas. Okay, this is a GPS antenna, and this is a LTE antenna. Obviously, I can't use these, so what's going to end up happening is I'm going to find smaller alternatives, or I'll put this on the side of the phone. That'd be kind of sick. Ready for the brick? Look at that thing. Oh my god. So the bottom is a Raspberry Pi 4. The center is the SIM card module, where you put the SIM card underneath, and that needs power. And then the top one is the screen. Sick, right? And then, so if I have those connections at the top, and then I get this. It's coming together. It's coming together. Yeah. And then, so we'll work on that. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to show that. I guess I'm just gonna have to take this camera and just not point it on me and point it down, and we'll just have like, I'll just point it at my screens, and that will be the video, I guess. Let's go back. Got the, I don't know if it's working, but you can see if I go into a folder, we have the delete folder. Now the problem is that if we go into this new folder, you see notes for Quibly, and if we go into this new folder, notes for Quibly, and that's because how we have it set up, technically these aren't different at all. Not at all, right? Because we're doing everything in terms of pathing, so we're gonna have to implement a way to add a folder name. So, which I already started. I'll be right back, and I'll show you what I started on that. I'm back. I made updates. Didn't record them because it was, I mean, I just should record it. I mean, I did go away, and then I was trying to do something, and it was just really annoying. Anyways, so we're kind of like, it's like this is looking pretty good. I should probably put like an X button here, but you can just click out of it. So you can see now, still have to deal with this find file thing, but we can go into here, go into something like here, go here. Oh, well, that is a problem, isn't it? Why is that? Note view. Does it say edit and close? Why does it say edit and close? What happened? 1 second. Okay. That was a lot that I had to do. Thank God for ChatGPT. I don't know what, dude, the backspace was just like, so if we go to one of these views, the backspace just it was working, right? But if we went to like Quibly, Really? Again, bro? Oh my fucking god. Why? Yeah, what happens? Okay. Give me editing, note, viewing, this. Okay. Note view editing mode. Brother, there is one note view and it is this. Okay. There we go. I want to swap these and have the default view be not code. Um, well, it's task, but every time I go back, it's defaulting to, I mean, I guess it's just defaulting to like the render. Um, code. Filter button, left buttons. Tasks. I mean, it's just this, right? I think. So if I go in here, here, here. See how it, like, I go back and it, like, defaults to here? I wonder why that is. I guess go to note view and see what is back doing. Ah. The grid is what I want, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Eventually what I want to do is I want to make this also grid. But this is fine. Beautiful. Also, ideally, it should be when you hit back, you go back to whatever. I should have a set variable um, of like current, like what is the current state of. Oh, I already have a view type. I guess it needs to be a global that is only for when I'm in note. So like the return value, right? Like if I went up here, you know how we have view type, this, and this, and it's default on tasks. If I did const note back, set note back, right? And then you use state. Um, I don't really care right now. Right. So it's like when I click, what do I want it to be? I want it to be when I click on filter buttons. So on click, I want to set this. How do I do set note type to grid? But like, do I just do this or something? How do I do? Oh, just semicolon. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. It's not set note type, is it? It's set note back. Unexpected use of comma operator. Okay, so it's this. Oh, I see, I see. So bam, bam, and then this is a pair of brackets. I see. And we're going to set view type to code, and then we're going to set note back to code. Bam. And so now when I hit the back button in my note view, I'm going to set the view type to whatever to, does this work? So like right now I'm in code view, right? Go back in code view in block. Wow, look at me, such a programmer. Okay. I've learned today that I'm kind of rusty with JS. Don't need this, and then I shouldn't need, so let's just go through and make sure everything looks fine. This looks fine, backspace is working fine, saving is beautiful. Let me make sure actually. Okay, yeah, it is saving. This works fine, that works fine. Add note, new note goes in here. Delete, deletes the note. Add folder. Fuck, what happened to the styling? Add folder. All right, there we go. Test folder. Save. Test folder, add note. Test note. Testing. Test note, testing. And then I'm in the test folder, delete folder. You sure you want to do this? Yup. Deleted that. All this is intact. Beautiful. And then I can go here, does this, add task, interview for data intern, which is on the 18th. And then it cuts off after this many. Oh, I probably need to cut this off after so many. But then, okay, I need to change this to look to format how I want it to format. Um, but yeah, that looks good. It's not sorted how I want it to be sorted. Also, just say February 17th, and here it's set for the 18th. Okay, that's also a problem. Is this set for the 11th? No, why is it all a day behind? 1 second. Um, update folder, get note, update task. I need create task. Create task. Due date is the 3rd that we pass through in app.js. Not app.js, task.js. Come down to he. Where am I going right now? I want task view, but add task view. Model for adding a task. Due date. Target value. Yeah, so why? Is it the way I'm parsing it? Because, like, if we go to task view, task due date, day, oh my, because this code thing is so long, bro, it actually lags my entire computer. I wonder if my like recording software is lagging right now. The page is slowing down Zen to speed up your browser. Stop this page. That's crazy. Can I do a little task manager? Show me Zen browser. Wow. Jeez. To zone conversion. When you set a date, local time, however, when it's stored in the database, it's stored in UTC. Display and load instead of using. Uh, get local. Okay, so that's not a thing. So just define this up here somewhere. So what, do this, and then down here. Nope, still. So what was the other thing? It was not this. This. To ISO string. Nope. Wait, I have no way of deleting this. Edit. Do I have a delete task? I feel like I have like a handled. Nope. Handle delete folder. Wait, handle delete. Wait, so do I have it? Just handle delete. What do you want passed through? Nothing. Okay. Sweet. Forgot I implemented it. Okay, only other thing is your delete button. And I want to go to close button. Uh-oh. I already have this, don't I? Note view dot delete button. Okay, let's just um how about that? Delete task button. But I want this to be like that, and this to be like that. I don't think I ever saved this. Nice. Okay, well, I mean, still need to change that, but that's good for now. I still want to do some LeetCode, so let's push all these changes. First thing I need to do is change everything from 4,000 back to Where is render? Okay. File. Save all. Terminate. Terminate. Get status. Get add all. Get status. Beautiful. Get commit. Amazing. Deploy that. I mean, I have both of you on auto deploy, but I kind of like just looking at how beautiful. Build successful. Let me put on some music. Okay. So these both look all deployed. Still need to work on this landing page though. Log in. How beautiful. Ooh, it's messing up formatting this now. What if I say like 18th update? I mean, that's not like updating, but you can see. At least it's displaying it over there. Like, so if I did edit and I did the 19th, it'd probably say the 18th, right? Yeah, okay, that's all I really care about right now. Oh, never mind, I said the 19th. I was like, it's displaying it there correctly. Never mind. Okay. So that's a working version of the app. Let's get a little LeetCode. decode string. Given an encoded string, return its decoded string. The encoding rule is k encoded string, where encoded string inside the square brackets is being repeated exact k times. Note that k is guaranteed to be a positive integer. You may assume that the input string is always valid. There are no extra white spaces, brackets, blah, 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 blah. You may also assume that the original data does not contain any digits, that digits are only for those repeat numbers. For example, there will not be inputs like 3a or 23. Such cases are generated so that the length of the output will never exceed 10 to the 5th. Okay, so we're given an input that is oh, that is disgusting. I was like, if it's just this is so easy. But you could have 3a, three of a, and then 2c, so it's 3acc, acc, acc. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that. Well, I'm just gonna... So we know, given a pair of brackets, everything inside the first first opening and the closing is going to be repeated by this, right? So like we know that like, okay, we're given, and like I'm sure there's an example in here where they only put letters, and so you would just, you know, I'm gonna say we have a return string. A return string. And so we kind of want, before I start coding, let's think about it. If I ever come across just a letter before I come to a number or so I won't lie. This is in the stack problem, so I'm trying to think about a stack like list of problems. So I'm wondering how you could solve this with a stack. So I'm thinking, okay, if you come across just a number before you're in brackets before anything, right? You come across a number. So in the first example of 3, you're like, okay, I know that there's going to be brackets following, right? So if say we have a stack, we put 3 in it, right? We know whatever inside those brackets we are going to have to do 3 times. Now here's the problem. It could be so many nested things, right? So I'm thinking the idea of the stack is like you have all these nested things, and you have to do all the nested things until you get down to the bottom, right? But how would you do something like that? You know what you could do? Is so you have 3 and then A, right? Well, the thing is, it's always going to be just a list of characters, right? So if you threw on at the bottom of the stack, I'm just trying to think, because it would be like, let's say we had to do like here, right? It'd be, no, here, sorry. 3 times you have to do A to C. So what I would do is I'd put A at the bottom of the stack and C here. And we know we have to do this level twice and this level 3 times. So what? What if I do it the other way around? I don't throw them on as I go. I go until I hit something. And then I start like backtracking. God, I hate this. I'm going to peek at solutions just for how long it's supposed to be to see if I'm like, no, it does look pretty complex. Okay. When I hit the first pair of brackets, I know I have to do whatever's inside of this, the number outside this many times, right? So let's not care about how many times we have to do it, because once we do it, we can just duplicate it that many times, right? So what if that's what we put in the stack? What if we put 3 in the stack? And then we said, okay, now we have to do. And so we do A, right? We find A. And we're like, okay, this is what we're going to do 3 times. But then we find a number before we find the bracket. And we're like, oh, never mind, right? So what if I did a stack and an array? Hear me out. What if I have array and a stack? Okay. And I say, okay, when I hit a number, throw it on the stack, right? Then once I'm in the brackets, I record whatever characters there are. And then if I hit something that's not a bracket, I throw A into the array. If I hit a bracket before I hit something that's not a character, like if I hit a closing bracket, then I think no matter what, I throw it onto the array, right? Or we'll just throw everything onto the stack. Because if I threw 3 and then I threw A onto there, right? No. Because like for this one, if I throw 3 onto the stack, right? And I said A, and then I put A at 1. And then I say, okay, 2, throw 2 onto the stack. And then C at 2, and then I get to the end. And so I'm like, okay, A is repeated 3 times. C is repeated twice. Right? But then my result would be a CC. No, so that wouldn't work. This is so difficult. Okay, let's think about it. Anything that comes before, if we take this number, right? And we say, okay, whatever's in these brackets is going to happen this many times, right? So we find the opening bracket, and we say while then we increment by 1, and we say while this is a character, keep incrementing. If we hit a closing bracket, we simply append what we have found to the array times what value we have, right? Now, if we find a number, then we make that the prefix, right? And whatever this number is doing inside the brackets, we attach that to every result. And then if anything inside that, let's say it was C3 bracket 3 or bracket D, right? Then it's going to be A C whatever blah blah. So it's just a prefix. And so if I find another bracket, wow, dude, this is fucking with me. So I don't think I don't get how the stack incorporates here. I mean, I can definitely see that a way that it incorporates here, like the idea of like it keeps nesting down, and so like kind of like ideally, right? It's like, oh, it goes all the way down here, and so then we complete this, whatever the result of this is, right? Whatever the result of the innermost thing is, we multiply that by the outside, and then we multiply this many times, and then until we get to this outside, and the stack's empty, and that is our output. And then if there's more after that, right? If we get the final closing bracket, then we go on and we'll start adding that. Actually, now that I'm explaining that, I think we should pull up TL draw. Can I like move to end? Anyways, get me out of focus mode. Put me over here. Okay. So we have you, motherfucker. Let me get a drink real quick. Or I can't get enough of these bubblers. Sponsor me, bubbler. Okay. So, my idea here was, so we have 3, right? So at the bottom of the stack, right? Would this not be like recursion then or something? I don't know. What was I saying? I was saying, so like at the top of the stack, I should say, is doing 2C. Right? I mean, just the operation of 2C. We would have CC. Here's a stack. At the top of it is C, C. But then we see there's an A within the bracket. So we take this, right? And we say A, C, C, A, C, C, right? Then we say there's 3, and so then we take, so like here the whole thing is like, if there is a variable before the numerical, we do this to every instance of whatever was inside here, right? We attach this to the beginning of it. So how would you even start? Because we're going bottom up. Let's say we start at the bottom. We know we have to do 3 times whatever's there, right? So we go in and we say, oh, we have to do 3 times A. Okay. Or we keep going. So it would be like, okay, we see a 3. Let's keep going while this is a character. Oh, we ran into a number. So what do we want to do in the case that we ran into a number before a bracket? Because if we ran into a closing bracket, we would just say, oh, whatever the string is that we just got, we're going to multiply it by, this that we saw. And then we're just going to append it to our return. But if we find, if we find a number, right? Well, what happens here? Well, we know whatever at this given point this is now going to be our prefix to this next one, right? So we found a number. Okay, this is now the prefix that is going to be plus equaled onto whatever the operation of this number, which is 2, right? If we run into a bracket, here, if we run into a bracket, what happens? This happens. Well, if we run into a bracket, what happens here? Well, we know whatever our current string is, right? Well, this becomes prefix, and this becomes our string, what was ever in here, which is C. So we get C, C, right? And this is our prefix, so we need to attach our prefix to both of the results. Right, so now we have this and this. Now we hit a closing bracket. Well, we hit the closing bracket, and then we go back and we say, well, no, we go forward again and we say, did we find a letter? When we found a letter, start making the string. In this case, it wouldn't be a prefix to anything unless a number followed it. But could you even do that? I don't think so. The whole point is, though, here, let's start fleshing it out, because I do have a good idea of what I kind of want right now. So we have return string, yep. But I want to say, well, first off, I want an input array of a list of this, so we can easily traverse this. And I want to say, okay, for each in now the idea is I never have to go back, which may be stupid, but for each in the input array, right? We want to say, okay, if each is in alphabet. I forget what the thing for that is. In Python, it's like is alphabetic or something. Is alpha. If char dot is alpha, right? So if it's this, then I just want to do return str plus equals each, right? Just put it into the string. But if I guess first, maybe it doesn't matter, but first I just want to say if. So I guess maybe this is like else. So if is digit, right? Then I want to say can this ever be bigger than all integers s are in the range 1 to 300? Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Okay, so that means that I have to do a while loop saying while. I don't want this to be each, I want this to be index. It's going to be so much easier to do index. For index in range of the length of our input array. If input array at index is in the alphabet, blah blah blah, plus equals input array at index. If this is a digit, then while input array at index plus 1 So I should probably do something like scalar is equal to input array at index. Is digit scalar is equal to input array from num index minus 1. Well, I guess from index to, is it just num index plus 1? That's what I thought. Well, scalar is equal to the integer of this. Beautiful. Okay, so scalar is equal to this. So now we have our scalar. So right here, we're still at the index of the beginning of the scalar, right? Actually, do I just want to keep incrementing the index? It won't matter afterwards, I'm pretty sure. Right? If I just do this, and I say, if the digit I am at is a digit, scalar is equal to it. Go to the next indent. While this is a digit, do this. If it's not a digit, then we know that we're at a bracket, and it said it wasn't going to trick us, that like this will be a bracket after the digit. So we know, no matter what, index can go forward again, right? And it can go forward in here, right? Because if I'm here, checking this index, and there's another one, or no. Actually, can I just do this? So I say this is a digit, I go next. If it's not a digit, oh, then it's just gonna skip it. Yeah, so I need one here and here. So we're now either at a character or a digit. I'm feeling some recursion going on here. This is 100% recursion. What am I going to do? Do an if statement for every single one? Yeah, but wait, what am I doing here? You understand that it's like I'm literally checking everything. This is stupid. What am I doing, actually? I mean, what now? I have the scalar. And now either I'm going to be at another scalar. I mean, there's only three things that can be. Either we're at a character, we're at a bracket, or we're at a scalar. That's all that can be. Right? If we're at a scalar, then anything in the bracket, we want to scale by that much. If we're at a number, we want to add it to a current string. Wow, this is like really hard. How is this not a hard? Cause like I am lost right now. Like theoretically, I understand that like if I'm inside a bracket, like I don't have a current bracket. I mean, it also could be we're just appending brackets to the stack and we're just checking the top of the stack and we're like, okay. if the stack is empty, like if the top of the stack is if I just reached a closed bracket, right, pop the top of the stack, right? If stack is empty, then we have nothing else to like do. It's probably something along those lines is what the stack is used for. You know what? I'm just going to look at a solution because I don't know where I'm going with this. Use a stack to decode nesting encoding the problem. We traverse the input string character by character and use a stack to keep track of the characters that need to be processed. The core idea is if we encounter a digit, it represents the number of times the substring needs to be repeated. If we encounter letters, we push them onto the stack. If we encounter letters, we put them onto the stack. So we know 3, we're going to do A 3 times. So we push 3 A's onto the stack. Is that what you're saying? Then we see 2. And so we want to put 2 B and C's on the stack. So we see 3 here. We want to put 3 A 2 C's on the stack. But how do you do that? It means the beginning of a substring. For character in string. So we have a stack and we're just going through the string. If the character is a closing bracket, found the end of an encoded section. Sub and count are nothing. So this is if we're at the end. Extract the substring while there is stuff in the stack and the last element of the stack, or no, the first element of, well, the bottom of the stack is an opening bracket. Substring is equal to stpop plus sub. So we just keep popping the top off. And you keep adding the top to the string. So it's not plus equals, it's just this plus this plus this, so it's doing it in reverse. And then once we hit that, we pop it off. Then we extract the number. Well, wait, but wouldn't the stack be empty at this point? Wait. While st at -1 is not equal. Oh wait, is this the top of the stack? Isn't this just a dot? No, that's right. This is top of the stack because it's a list. Oh my god. I was thinking like the list is something else in Python. I mean the stack is something else. Count is equal to stpop plus count. Oh, for multiple digits. Wow, that is... I've never given a like on something. Where can I like this? This is like a really well explained. Like that's really well explained. And that makes so much sense. So we have our stack, right? And we say, okay, for each character in S, we want to say, okay, if char is equal to a closing bracket, meaning that we're at the end of a substring, right? If we encounter, well, first I want to do stack dot append char. We just kind of append everything until we hit that, and then at the end we just return dot join stack. Okay, so we want our substring and we want our scalar. And so we want to say while stack and stack at its last index is not equal to the closing bracket. Or sorry, I should say, well, the first. Wait, I understood this a second, like this, and now I'm like, the stack at negative, so, one second. Honestly, if I have an array nums, right? Nums is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I do nums.pop. It takes this element. If I print nums at -1, this is 4. So this is 4. So I'm popping off this value, and then I'm checking to make sure that the value is not our closing bracket, right? So as I'm popping, I'm saying, hey, substring is equal is equal to substring plus stack dot pop, right? And at the very end, you want to say stack dot pop, because we want to get that off. We're exiting the loop. Then we want to say, okay, while stack and stack at -1 dot is digit. We want to say scalar is equal to scalar. Well, actually, how do we want this to be? The scalar is going to be equal to scalar plus. Is it the same exact thing? I'm actually just going to check his thing. Is it the same thing? It is, and I got this wrong. It is the popped value plus the substring. And scalar is equal to the stack.pop plus scalar. Okay. So that's because why? When I do plus, I always thought plus would. Well, just think when you put it onto the stack, right? It would be 3, 4, but then when I'm appending it, it'd be 4, 3. So what I want it to be is I want it to be 4 and then 3 at the beginning. So it's going to be, oh, it's this plus whatever we have. So in reverse. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah. And then I want to say scalar is equal to the integer of scalar. Is that how that works? And then I want to say, ooh, I mean, how do we get, I mean, is it just, what's the syntax for this? Answer is equal to integer of count times the substring. Okay. Whatever this is times substring. This would give us that, and then I just want to do do I have, is there like a, what is it? st.extend? st.extend answer. The stack? Pop from empty list. What did I fuck up here? Oh shit, not equal to. The opening bracket, yeah. Oh, continue. Is that what you want? I'm guessing it's because continue is just gonna put us back up here and it's gonna skip this, and then if I don't hit this, then that. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I think I'm going to call her here. Um, Pretty decent day. Got Quibly up and running. I think at a operational level, which is, can't ask for much more. I'm gonna start working on uh oh, this bad boy um this weekend. See if we can get it up and running, and I'll go get my 3D printer. Maybe this weekend. I don't know. Maybe I'll go home tomorrow. We'll see. Um, 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 yeah. So I mean, we didn't solve the LeetCode today, but I won't lie. Like, this was hard. Even with the solution, like, it's a very intuitive solution. I'm sure with like more stack work, I would have gotten it pretty easily. But yeah, if I was asked that in like an interview, oh my god, oh my god, you know how devastated I would have been to do all this work and then like, I mean, this is the first one I think in a while that I've actually been stumped. Like, I think it's been like weeks. Like usually I'm able to get like a brute force, or I'm like able to get like 90% of the way there. I mean, most of the time I just get it, um, but this is the first time like I actually was like, I don't know. So I'm not gonna look too much into it because it's not something that happens a lot. Um, but the solution was amazing. I mean, the use of the stack to just throw everything onto the stack. And I think that's kind of, I shouldn't say an issue, um, but yeah. Anyways, um, I am going to get going because I want to upload this and go to bed. I think I'll stay up a little longer tonight, but there's nothing really to do tonight. So yeah, I'll stop rambling. I'll see you tomorrow for day 78. Bye.